This is the Hotel Prince de Galles in Paris, France, part of Marriott's luxury collection of hotels. This is what they call a Macassar suite, which I believe is named after the African wood, the precious African wood that a lot of these closets and whatnot are made out of. This is the initial closet, which is quite large, given that this is not even the main closet. And then you have the usual coffee and tea maker and the mini bar. And then you enter this hallway, this passageway that leads to the bathroom. There is a shower stall. And I'm not an expert in these things, but I think this is mosaic or whatever, and you definitely feel like it's really high quality and really high end and deserving of the luxury collection brand from Marriott. They are keeping amenities by Collection Lalique. They also have a bathtub, which is fitting considering that this is a large suite. There is more than enough space to put your toiletries and whatnot. And they have the Western commode as well as the bidet. Now we enter the bedroom. The size of the bedroom alone is good enough to be a hotel room in its own right. But this is just one part of the suite. This is the actual main closet. As you can make out, it's really large, so this is definitely a really good option for those who have a long stay in Paris. And then this is the locker. And what I'm really I find really interesting is that they no longer keep the default Bible that I think a lot of hotels, at least in the US, keep. Instead, they are asking you to contact them for any religious book, which I think is great, given that in today's world, a lot of people have different faiths. A lot of people don't have any faith. So it's good to be respectful of the different faiths that people have. This is the office desk. Extremely good for your productivity. If you're trying to get work done, you can put all sorts of laptops and phones and chargers and tablets and whatnot. They have an extremely conveniently laid out port where you can charge all of your things. There's this book by Assouline, Hotel Secrets, Luxury Collection. I'm no expert in these things, but I like this lamp. It just feels really high-end and well done. And some flowers. I don't know if these are real. I think they are real, actually. I don't know what you call this couch, sort of a couch. The view from this room is that of Avenue Georges V, which is nothing really special, I suppose, but you have to keep in mind that this is a fantastic neighborhood. This is some of the ritziest parts of Paris, so this is really high-end real estate, and you're just about a block away from Avenue Champs-Élysées. They do have a Macassar suite that I believe faces Bastille, but sadly that was taken by the time I checked in, so I could not get that specific suite. And then this, of course, is the living room that we saw earlier, if only briefly. This is a fantastic option if you're trying to host a lot of family members or friends or guests. There is a closet over here, which I think you can charge your things over here. It's not really useful for me, but definitely if I have a longer stay, I could be using this to store things. Again, as I was saying, this is a great option if you're trying to host a lot of people. There's enough space. And on top of that, there is, I believe, the option of a connecting room, which is also helpful. The hotel has gone above and beyond my expectations in terms of treating me. You can have a quick look of what they have given me. There's a nice note by their Director General. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Gerald Krzyszczak Kripilon. A nice bottle of water by Evian, oranges, chocolates, and a bottle of champagne by Laurent Perrier. I'm not an expert in champagnes, but from whatever little I know, this is a very premium brand. Even has an appointment to His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. So obviously this is not cheap stuff. I will have to give a shout out to, hopefully I'm saying their names correctly, Sajeev from the front desk, as well as Corentin, for hooking me up with such a beautiful suite. This is really a fantastic option if you have the budget and you're visiting Paris. You cannot go wrong with this. It's hard to complain about an option like this. Once again, this is the Hotel Prince de Galles, part of Marriott's Luxury Collection Hotel in Paris, France. For people who care to know, the English translation is Prince of Wales. My understanding is that this hotel was built in the 1920s to welcome the Prince of Wales to Paris. And it is next door to the Hotel Georges V, King George V, when he visited Paris. I think there's some sort of shared history between this hotel and the one next door, except that today that they are separate. The hotel next door is managed by Four Seasons, and this, of course, is Marriott's Luxury Collection. So once again, Prince de Galles, Luxury Collection by Marriott in Paris, France.